think whatever they want. They are structured as to how to think. And all the human suffering is coming from this. See, there are only two kinds of sufferings: physical suffering, mental suffering. Is there any other suffering in a human life? Only these two. So the simplest thing, because you talked about peeling, the entire system of yoga, the entire spiritual process, if it is scientifically handled, is just this. Right now we have what is called as inner engineering. The basic practice is this: if you sit here, your body is here, your mind is out there, what is you is little away from you. These two things. Once there is a space between you and your body, once there is a space between you and your mind, this is the end of suffering. Because these are the only two things where you suffer. You also suffer these things not because body is suffering, not because mind is suffering, simply because you have been given a very sophisticated mechanism, but you don't bother to read the user's manual. That's why you're suffering. You don't know how to handle it. Human beings are suffering their own intelligence, isn't it? Most human beings are only suffering their intelligence. Very few places have war zones, famines, this, that. They're unfortunate situations which need to be fixed. But most of the human beings are suffering their own intelligence. So what the problem is evolutionary, I'm saying. If you gave them the brain of an earthworm, they would all be peaceful. They would be very peaceful, I'm saying. So right now people are going about propagating peace is the ultimate goal of life. I'm asking you, how do I address you? Highness?
Noor.
Excellency? Huh?
Noor. Noor is fine.
Noor is fine. So I'm asking you, if you are not even peaceful, can you enjoy the meal that you eat? No. Can you enjoy a handful of people around you if you are not peaceful? Your dear ones, your children, your spouse, whoever else is around you who are most dear to you, even they become horrible when you are not peaceful, isn't it?
True.
When you are experiencing a certain turmoil, do you see all of them become horrible? Not that they are behaving horribly, I'm saying in your experience, everybody becomes an irritant, isn't it? Only when you are peaceful, you can look at them and enjoy them, you can eat what you eat and you enjoy them, you can enjoy this space in your home or wherever you are, you can enjoy that, only if you're peaceful. So I'm asking, is peace the most fundamental requirement within us, or is this the ultimate goal of life that you want to do in heaven? Unfortunately, this whole thing has been turned upside down by non-practicing or what to say, very enterprising spirituality, where there is no inner experience. They just read two books and then they all become spiritual teachers all over the world, and they've messed up human mind in such a bad way, that now people are saying suffering is an inevitable part of human life. I am asking you, is it your choice right now, this moment, Noor, this moment, is it your choice to sit here joyfully or cause some misery to yourself? Is it your choice or no?
Definitely.
So, it is your choice, this moment means it's your choice every moment of your life, because your entire life happens in this moment, isn't it?
Okay.
You never experienced an yesterday or a tomorrow, but people suffer what happened 10 years ago, they still suffer. What may happen day after tomorrow, they already suffer. This means they're suffering human faculties, they are not suffering life. A vivid sense of memory and a fantastic sense of imagination is what makes us very different from every other creature on this planet. The richness of human life is only because we have such a vivid sense of memory and we have a fantastic imagination. But this is what 99% of the human beings are suffering. They're suffering their memory and their imagination. Essentially, they're complaining about evolution. I'm saying to get us to this level of cerebral capability, it took millions of years of work, millions of years to make an amoeba into such a complex life. It took millions of years of work and now people are suffering that. How bad is that?